Okay, so this is going to be another anti-CV replay. Looks like we are in a Missouri going against a Chkalov. Chkalov has three types of weapons. It has direct drop bombs, which suck against battleships and cruisers because many of the planes will get slaughtered before they get close enough to actually drop. They have long-range torpedoes, which are in a very tight cluster. It's a significant amount of lead time, but they are in a very tight cluster, so they can actually drop from the front. And skip bombs as well, which can drop from a significant range.
Enemy force detected.
Okay.
Good show. The ship
Cool.
is on fire.
Okay. I don't know if you turn in here. I don't think you turn in here. And there's a reason for that. If you'd turned out, maybe you would have been more isolated on the side and also able to help with the buoys. Błyskawica? Błyskawica. Yeah. So I always have to remember that. Anyway, you might be able to use your radar, for instance, to work on the DD and also be able to pitch in. But at this point, coming in like this, if you have to swing out, you're going to ride close to the island, which means you may have some unspotted friends over here as well that you're going to have to deal with. And it looks like the folks from mid are going to A. So because of CV support, you've already got this information, and there's still potentially other things you haven't seen. Which means this is a 3 against 4, possibly against 6. You may actually just want to turn out. And you don't have to run away, but turn out and be prepared to like slow fall back. Try to have presence while moving back. Your Sejong might get wrecked, and your FR-25 might have the same. It depends on how they play, but turning in here might actually get you hurt. You will be focused by the CV. If you are the spotted thing anyway. He might try to work on a Sejong, but I'm pretty sure that's got smoke. I don't know what the FR-25 has.
Solved, sir. The ship is on fire. Enemy battleship detected.
Okay. So I do agree with continuing the turn. Well, that'd be really nice if it's... Why did you stop the turn, though? Why do you want to be closer to the front line here? Because again, you are outnumbered. If you continue this push, you will die. I think you continued the turn. Even the FR-25 has recognized, ooh, this is not going to go well. Your Sejong has pushed up enough that he's down. So in a match without a CV, you don't get this information. You have no idea. So, you know, you walk forward into a 3v6 and, oh well, I guess you're dead. But you did have a CV. You did get this information. And I think you need to pay respect to this and be ready to get the hell out. Because the closer you are, like, this is a sizable force. The Buis is probably going to go down. You can probably overmatch, maybe kill the New Orleans, which would be great. But then you're going to have a bunch of other stuff that's just right on top of you. Okay, so he's not really going to have angles to torp you here. The Sejong is dead. Now you're kind of pinned. He doesn't have a drop there. Ooh, maybe? Did he find it? Found one. And now, on this course, you're going to come out wide in front of a lot of people.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
So I expect you to kill 2, maybe 3 of these before they even get there. If you could have, you probably wanted to take a shot on the New Orleans. 1, because he wasn't moving. 2, because he's bow in. So, yes, he's not as wide of a target, but I mean, it's more likely you could stick and get citadels. And also, the Seattle citadels are pretty small, low in the water kind of thing. you may have had a better result just removing something off the board, and I don't think you one-shot the Seattle. But at this point, you're just gonna get power farmed and killed. Because there's 4 of them. It doesn't matter that the CV's on top of you, like, there's 4 of them. So yeah, this is done. I think not using the information that was given to you in the beginning of the match was not correct. Again, so CV is going to be able to provide information. A CV is going to be able to provide information early. That's one of the things a CV can do. It's usually you'll get some kind of information on the enemy team within about 40 to 45 seconds of the start of the match. All of your guys mid bailed. All of their guys mid went to A. There was no way this was an even fight. And with the islands being here, it's even more awkward. It's just, this is like, this is the Thunderdome. You know, on this map, there's really not much of a way to approach this. If you wanted to, what you could do is actually pull out and kind of angle away and almost be ready to head to A1. Which, yes, annoys people to see folks all the way back in A1, and I totally get that. But being able to be in this situation means that rather than them taking A and then moving to pincer your teammates, they now have a threat that's up here that can at least put them in a crossfire too. So most likely they have to chase and deal with it, and you can draw enemy attention for potentially minutes while giving your other flank, which has more of your ships, time to move up, take C, and hopefully batter down the enemy and start swinging so that they both meet fighting across Bravo. So in this case, the cruiser committed and got slaughtered. FR-25, nope, not doing it. And I think actually when you first made this turn, you could have even continued there. You wouldn't have to go to A1 if you just wanted to like be up here, in which case hopefully these guys are going to go down and wrap, and you're going to be up here and deal with them that way. The other thing about moving away is that the Chkalov is a Russian CV, which means it's going to have rocket boosters because it's a tier 8 for the first 10 seconds. Basically, it's plus 30% speed. And then it just goes the roaring speed of extremely slow. Most likely the CV is based off this island. So rocket boosters go to about here and then drop off, and then it's just a long, slow trek. So if you're in A1, for instance, it's a very long, slow trek for him to go all the way out here. It's more likely he deals with your clustered up group, or potentially tries to hunt the FR-25 with maybe bombs. And if you are bow out in this area, again, it's a long, slow trek, but you still have a lot of ability to maneuver. And if you have to, as you start to push forward, he starts to have to go around to be able to interact with you. And the other thing is with Russian CV, you're the one who chooses where your broadside is pointed. Same thing in a surface ship. Show your broadside to an enemy ship, you're probably dead. You get to choose where that is. So if you're, for instance, in this area, then he's going to be coming in on your broadside from this direction. He's not going to fly all the way up here to come around and strike you from the north, because that would just be a massive waste of time. So as such, when you start moving to a point where your broadside is blocked by these planes, he gets to be pincered between them as he comes in to try to strike you, which makes you extremely unappealing, or flies up all the way around to then come in from the top. And we already saw when he took the drop here with the torps coming in on you that he was not interested in long-term life commitments. He just wanted to least time strike you as much as he could, and when he couldn't, he just dropped and moved on to do something else. Anyway, hope this was helpful.